Last offering for today.
Come on, Isa.
No.
Come on, it's John Carstair. You and I always do John Carstair.
Considering that it's quite late, I will actually start with the infamous Wobblies in the Moon.
Oh, yes.
Come on.
Excuse me, I just need a drink.
Excuse me, I've got to make a volunteer.
Volunteer.
She's never done this before.
For the actors are welcome as well.
Yes, at the end of the session. For the actors, please.
Wobblies in the Moon. John, wake up! Vera Dorn screamed, pounding on the door of Carstair's sleeping turret. The Wobblies have broken loose! The curator of the Interplanetary Botanical Garden stirred, yawned, turned over, and buried his head in the bedclothes. He sighed. John! Let me in! Open the door! The Wobblies! Carstairs leapt up in consternation, throwing back the bedclothes so violently they wrapped themselves around his long legs and sent him sprawling. Shivering, he groaned, rolled over, and struggled up into a sitting position. Take it easy, Vera, he muttered, knuckling sleep from his eyelids. The blasted things aren't flesh-eaters. Oh, but darling, if we should lose them, our rare specimens, walking around, loose, and blame me for getting excited? No, I suppose. Sorry.
How many times have you done this before and you still get caught?
No, I suppose not, Carstairs grunted. Open the door yourself. It isn't locked. The door opened a crack, and the pale face of John Carstair's attractive copper-haired secretary came into view. Wrapping the bedclothes tightly around his rangy bulk, Carstair stepped
Well, anyway.
and crossed to the window. When he pulled up the shade, a glint of earth light from the lunar Apennines grazed his pupils, dazzling him. He blinked and looked back over the towering peaks which he had been contemplating with awe for several days now. Vera was sitting on the edge of the bed when he turned, her hands clasped around her knees. They will be a shark to Gleason, she said. One of them came into my room and climbed out of the window. By the way, this is on the moon. I encountered another egg. When I tried to catch it, it hurtled nettle at me. It's still here, in my shoulder. She turned and bared a portion of her right shoulder. Half buried in her flesh was a huge, downy nettle. It was strawberry coloured and 5 or 6 inches in diameter. It brought a shiver to Carstair's spines. We'll get it out, he said. They are loathsome creatures, but worth their weight in platinum. An average adult one will weigh about 500 pounds. Very expensive. You don't seem very upset. Sorry. You don't seem very upset about losing them, Vera retorted. They're probably streaking back to the mountains by now. Carstair shrugged. We're Gleason's guests, aren't we? We're spending the weekend with him. The right kind of host doesn't let his guests down. I'm any judge of character. He won't rest until he's tracked down some more specimens for us. Vera Dorn's freckled face crimsoned with indignation. John Carstairs, you're the most cynical, ungrateful person I've ever known. Gleason is an extremely wealthy man. He doesn't have to collect specimens for him. He's a good egg, Carstair grunted. But wait, endowing our lunar expeditions and collecting for us puffs him out like a kid's toy balloon. He likes to pose as a scientific big shot. If I had a glass-eyed walled palace on the moon, decked out with Sorry. I'll try that again. If I had a glass-eyed walled palace on the moon, decked out with 7 black plastic batterns, I'd forget about science with a capital S. I'd just be myself. What makes you think a wealthy man can't be a humble soldier in the army of science? Vera flared. A humble soldier in the army of science. Heck, we're not fighting anything, Carstair snorted. Am I a soldier? All I do is collect unhealthy-looking plants and hold down a dull job on Earth. Utterly nightmarish plants. From glowing Venus to Neptune's chill domain, to quote a book of bomb poems I once read.
Probably written by him.
Yes, I'll skip on to You get dressed.
Pound to continue.
Thank you, Jeff.
We're even at the moment. It's
Yes.
£1.50 to continue.
£1.50 today's one. £1.70.
All right then, come on, money.
Right.
That's the basic idea. Well, it's about time you might have been in it. This thing's your back.
Suddenly, a shrill scream rent the air. John, she choked. That scream came from downstairs. I can't see anything from here. The wobblies wouldn't be visible in this glare. The scream came again. It was audible now on the platform. They'd gone outside to a little platform on the road.
Open the windows.
With just breathing masks.
Just read it. So you hear the scream. Of course!
I want money for it.
Window open, but they like screen.
What was that?
Will require money to be repeated. The scream came again. It was audible now on the platform, a hideous tormented wailing which seemed to drift up from below. It's coming from Gleason's sleeping turret, Carstair said. He slipped with his oxygen mask on and his windows flung wide. I just wanted to make sure.
I will pay to have that repeated.
I'll put 20 pence in the last week. I'll put 20 pence.
Can I just remind people, by the way, this is on the moon.
Yes.
I'll pay 50 to
That's
hear that again. Anybody
There's no
else?
atmosphere, so...
Will anybody else pay to hear that again?
That's why it's so suffering.
Come on, Sean. Don't be so stingy.
It's coming from Gleason's sleeping turret, Carstair said. He sleeps with his oxygen mask on and his windows flung wide. I just wanted to make sure. I don't know why I'm standing here, Vera choked. Oh, he's dying! Get back inside, Carstair's rapped. You ought to have had more sense than come out here without an oxygen mask.
Money, Jamie, on again. Come on, you must do that. So bad.
We're dying here, Vera choked. Oh, he's dying. Get back inside, Carstair's rapped. You ought to have had more sense than come out here without an oxygen mask. John, are the wobblies attacking you? It couldn't be the wobblies. They're not carnivorous, and their nettles merely irritate the skin a little. Now get back before your lungs buckle into holes. Vera obeyed. She didn't stay in Carstair's turret, but ran breathlessly through the door and down a cold-lucky corridor through a spiraling flight of black plastic stairs. Down them she raced, the woodies to the torment in their lungs. Carstairs descended in slower strides, but the length of his legs kept him constantly at her side. With almost simultaneous movements, he had thrown out the blankets, pushed the oxygen mask back over his forehead, and wrapped a dressing gown around his mangy bulk. Take it easy, Vera, he cautioned. If you drop dead, you'll be sorry later on.
It's amazing how often you forget how crap this is. I did this at Jersey first time, how many years ago?
6 or 7.
88 it
Still
was.
forget how crap it is. Go on, carry on.
Oh, God.
On dim walls on both sides of the stairwell loomed imaginative paintings, Cigarelli's Mountains of the Moon and Degrassi's Seas of Saturn. The tower was richly furnished, dark and awesome, from its observatory roof to the deep cellars underground where Gleason stored his choicest wines.
Do you want some punctuation from that one?
They get to the turret door. It's locked. John, you better put your shoulders to it, she whispered hoarsely. It seems to be stuck. Oh, John, I'm frightened. Carstair needed no urging. Bracing himself, he heard his massive shoulders, along with his ringing against the portal. There was a grinding crunch and something clotted the floor inside the turret. His face purpling, Carstair pushed the door vigorously inwards. Vera pressed in after it, so closely that her breath fanned his neck. The shoulders half blocked her view, but she could see
10 feet to do
chairs.
that one again.
What do you say to that, Ace?
Honey, I'm a babe.
I'm going to have some fun.
Trying to create team.
Vera,
Can I 10p to do it when
the camera can see it.
Hang on, we need to go on camera.
10p to do it for the camera.
Hang on, where's the camera? Let me
Where's the
get out.
camera?
I'll hear as soon as I get behind
In
it.
the right direction, Abby.
That side's good. Hang on a sec. I'll just line up. And then I'll pay up.
Actually, for all this time, you ought to pay 30.
Oh, all right. You'd rather half bargain.
Oh, I do.
You ready?
Take it away.
Vera pressed in after him so closely that her breath fanned his neck. His shoulders half blocked her view, but she could see chairs, a dresser, and the upper portion of Gleason's bed. She could see Gleason sitting upright in his bed. Her vision was superior to Carstair's and wider in scope. She could see obscurely in the dark and sharply in dim light. The target was bathed with a pale, sickly radiance. A cry grasping in her throat, she reeled forward and gripped Carstair's shoulders with both hands. In the center of the turret stood 3 huge wobblies. Their tendrils...
Pound to stop.
Pound to continue.
We're even.
Pound to continue.
Sorry, how much?
50.
Pound 50 to
£51.
continue, pound to stop.
£80. £2.30.
We'll continue. Come on, let's give you money. Money, money.
The tendrils were weaving about in the gloom. They had grouped themselves in a semicircle around the rigidly distorted figure of Gleason. Like flank ghosts, they hovered above him, their body roots glowing with a faint, spectral radiance. Utterly terrifying they seemed, but what drove the blood in torrents from Vera's heart was Gleason's bulging eyes and gruesomely sardonical grin. John! He's dead! She hushed, her voice like a whisper of her tune. A convulsive contraction twisted Carstair's rough-hewn face. Swiftly, he strode to the bed, ignoring the nettles which the tallest of the 3 wobblies instantly flung at him. One grazed his right cheek, another embedded itself in his shoulder. He winced and clawed at his flesh with his fingers as though the downy strawberry had been dipped in acid and was corroding his skin. Actually, the gesture was instinctive and on par with nail chewing in practice. Although Carstairs was no stranger to post-mortem appearances. Although Carstairs was no stranger to post-mortem appearances. His examination of the still figure was brief. Nothing can be done for a corpse. And Gleason had unmistakably stopped breathing. The risus sardonicus, which distorted his features, seemed to relax a little as Carstair drew the sheets up over him. Shuddering, he turned from the bed. Vera was staring at the wobblies with terror stenciled on every lineament of her twitching face.
On every lineament was that?
Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't remember.
You had to be there.
You had to be there. Yes! Did these ghastly things attack him? She husked. Carstair stared at I don't know. Oh, that's what you did to corn. Well, this is really corn, so I can Carstair shook his head. How many times must I tell you wobblies are not flesh eaters? He said chokily. They hurl their nettles to protect themselves from their natural enemies. But otherwise, they're harmless. When Gleason observed them on the mountains, he took copious notes. They're freakish, but harmless, perambulating plants.
What?
They're freakish, but harmless, perambulating plants. Perambulate, to walk.
Right.
Upright, normally.
Right.
Thus perambulator.
Sure, like normal plants, yeah.
Perambulating plants, plants which walk.
English 101.
The appearance and behaviour of the wobblies seemed to belie Carstair's words. They now hurled themselves across the dead man's bed, plucking with quivering tendrils at the sheets which covered him. Hideously man-like they seemed, with their grey and eroded body roots writhing against the sheets. Tall they were, at least 7 feet in height, and proportionately broad and shoulder. Stand on his shirt. The fact that they had 3 tendrils on each side of the body like arms, and that they moved, when erect, on stumpy legs which caused them to wobble grotesquely, did not detract from the illusion. Did not detract from the illusion of humanness which their appearances conveyed. I want some money for reading all of this. Come on, money in the bucket.
Right,
now.
come on, everybody. Yeah.
All the regulation has ceased for the moment.
I've got big glasses on. Money, come on, you haven't paid anything yet, you guys back there. Don't think I haven't noticed.
Oh, we do pay you don't notice.
Come on, come on, you stinky old what's it.
I'm interested to find out what I have.
Right, thank you.
I'm going to have to borrow that book just to find out what.
There's
Oh,
another,
Gary, well know your son.
there's another 11 pages, yes.
Okay. Oh,
Are we ready? I'd like to see.
yeah, so do I.
You're going to love this job. I wouldn't stand on the chair for your insurance won't cover it. Staggeringly weird they seemed when they used their nettles, for the flabby sacks in which the prickly strawberries grew resembled the belly bunches of kangaroos, and the nettles had to be plucked out and hurled. Jocularly, Gleason had once called Carstair's attention to the fact that a wobbly with its tentacle arm extended and its body twisted sharply in the act of hurling a nettle looked not unlike a picture in the old Earth game called baseball. But now Gleason was no longer capable of jocularity. Jim. And Carstair's expression was as grim as death. Well, wouldn't you be in this room? He was sniffing the air and staring at his hands as though bewildered by his inability to flex his fingers when his spine was a column of ice, his tongue a swollen mass of jelly. John! What is it? Vera whispered hoarsely. I don't smell anything. It would be better if you did, Carstair fussed. Vera! This is devilish. Something utterly diabolic has occurred here. Yet there isn't a mark on him. Well, John, what is it? It defies reason. There are unmistakable evidences of foul play. Brownish mucous membranes. Dilated pupils. He returned to the bed and bent over his still figure lying there. His nostrils quivered, cleared. The characteristic odor confronted him. But only his body exhaled it. I wasn't being washing regularly. Uncle was always eccentric, a cynical voice from the doorway. In death, as in life, peculiar, different. Carstair turned on his heels, his jaw hardened. The youth standing in the doorway had a sickly leer on his face. What is the youth with a sickly leer, please?
Norman, please.
Oh.
Norman?
Oh.
Sickly leer?
I don't know who it is. I play Hamlet.
Up on the stage for that.
You've got a sickly leer.
Alright. He was wearing black silk pajamas. With a monogram bath towel about his shoulders. Carstair had met Gleason's weak-chinned and dissolute nephew several times on Earth, and had hardly been able to stomach his exaggerated mannerisms and his air of knowing he would someday inherit his uncle's wealth. Henry Gleason Showalter was unmistakably intoxicated. But his serious manner did not seem to emanate from the alcohol in his brain. His gaze was steady enough, and his voice had a quality of smirking contempt for living in the dead, which should Vera to the depth of his being. Before she could draw away from him, he patted her arm. You're right in your element, aren't you? He sneered, helping him with his police work. Carstair saw red. He advanced on the youth in 3 long strides. Grabbed him by the shoulders and shook him until his jaw sagged.
20p to get back where I can see you again.
Your uncle is dead. Doesn't that mean
Thank
anything
you.
to you?
What's this live role playing? Turkey reading. Like that.
50p to stop.
Oh, good, I'm running out of voices here. Somebody else says you can see.
Time to continue.
Pound to stop.
Time to continue.
£2.50. No, wrong. £2 goes £1.50.
Help me out.
£2 hit dog.
She's going to carry on, get to carry you on.
Right, come on.
£2.50 plays £1.50.
Come on, let's get it. I need to put a
Are we
pound.
carrying on?
Yes.
Wonderful.
I need to put a pound in.
Can you come off my computer? Okay, right.
Sorry, I've run out of voice now. In his present condition, how did that mean anything? Asked the silky voice from the doorway. He's been drinking steadily for hours. Mona Clayton. Can we have Mona Clayton on the stage, please? Yes, you at the back.
Go on, Laura. Tear off your bum. Come up here.
Oh look, it's Toria and Simon!
Wow! Hi, guys! We're not worthy!
Mona Clayton!
Hold on. We've now got a female who can really picky.
Danny, we're going to have them do a Northglass session later.
Come here, dear.
It's all in a good cause.
It's all for charity. playing a silky woman, is she?
She looked hard and cynical, a conniving little minx.
Oh, that's just right.
Mona Clayton looked hard, cynical. She looked infinitely more cynical than Gleason's nephew, but she had more strength of character than the weak-chinned youth that knew when and how to keep her thoughts to herself. The fact that she was the youth's fiancée had amazed Carstair at first, but after conversing with her in Gleason's presence, he decided she was nobody's fool. She was marrying young Showalter for the money he'd eventually inherit. A gold digger if there was ever one. A hard, calculating little minx.
I'm casting again.
Yeah.
Behind her in the shadows hovered Li Chan, Gleason's Chinese butler.
Behind her.
Behind her.
His once yellow face drained of all colour. The master is dead! He wailed, wringing his hands. He was the kindest man I ever know. The very kindest man. Vera crossed to Carstair's side and tugged urgently at his arm. John, control yourself, she pleaded thickly. Set him down! Would you rather I just squeezed the rottenness out of him? Carstair grunted, just say the word. There was a sudden, deafening roar, and an energy pellet thudded into the wall behind Carstair's head, shaking the entire turret. I'm not going to read any more unless I get some more money.
50p to carry on. 50p to carry on.
£1
against 50.
carry on.
Right.
£2 to 50.
Right.
I think it was not that thing's been put back to
If you can find somebody who
to get a bit civil.
Carrie's volunteer.
Do again the Chinese man if you play his hands. If he plays Simon plays hands. £2 to get down.
Oh, right, I think I lost some of your questions and I'm coming back.
Sorry.
So, thank you.
I'll do it.
That's what we're just talking about.
Not sure if I can anyway.
All you really need to ask is
Who are we picking money out of? Quick.
He hasn't got
Give me a
There was a sudden deafening roar, and an energy pellet thudded into the wall behind Carstair's head, shaking the entire turret. Mona Clayton screamed, and Carstair's leapt backwards with a startled look, carrying the youth with him. Two more blasts came in staccato sequence. The window flamed orange, and the thin ribbon of smoke drifted into the turret in the darkness beyond.
So that's looking a bit.
Carstair knew that a Gearson automatic pistol held 5 energy pellets. He also knew that the interconstant control regulations prohibited fancy weapons on the way, only plain military. The chances seemed to favour a Gearson and a nearly exhausted Clayton. Carstair Carstair hurled Showalter from him with a snort of disgust. 3 furious strides carried him to the window. A raised right foot and a leveraged judge from his left heel lifted him over the sill into the cold lunar night. Three furious strides carried him to the window. A raised right foot and a leveraged judge.
What the hell's a cat?
I think you sort of spring upwards in a... Yes. Very lifted him over the sill into the cold lunar night. From the ventilator turbines at the base of the tower, thin torrents of scorching air ascended, to be instantly moderated by the cold of space. His shoulders etched in earth-like, a cloaked figure was running along the observation platform towards what appeared to be a mistily weaving spiral of light. Pulling his oxygen mask down over his face,
You forgot he wasn't wearing one, did you?
Carstair pounded after him, his breath congealing in the frosty air. His energy carried him on at incredible speed. The moon's light gravity put wings on his heel and lengthened his strides till his dressing gown swirled about his shoulders. And streamed out behind him like a wind-lashed cloak. His lips were contorted with savage mutterings when the spiral resolved itself into the stern light of a small vacuum plane. The machine was poised at the edge of the platform, its forward struts gleaming in the earthlight, its magnetic traction vanes humming. Even as Carstair's gaze swept over it, the fleeing figure heaved itself into the pilot's seat and bent sharply forwards. There was a sudden, vibrant roar, and the plane zigzagged along the edge of the platform and took off so abruptly that Carstair nearly lost his grip on the strut to which he had measured to die. Clinging with both hands, he let his long legs dangle. And cursed himself for a madman. Descending, the plane rose sharply and then swooped, descending towards the foothills below in a graceful hawk-like glide. Carstair looked down, his spine congealing. Sheer height, when viewed from a solid structure, is seldom terrifying. It is quite otherwise when the observer's
Somebody threw some money.
of a circling plane.
I think we need some more money,
I
guys.
think some more money.
to stop.
Sorry, how much?
What do you want me to watch?
£2 continue. Are you sick?
Very enjoyed it.
£2 against £1.50.
Any more?
I'm
That's
50.
£2.50.
Give us your money. There you go. Oh, Gary, we need an extra bonus for Gary after this, guys, I think. And for Fiona.
Beneath him, beyond a dizzying gulf of emptiness, walled with darkness and subscripted with peaks that looked like stalagmites in reverse, each one of which seemed capable of impaling him, rotating him in a squirming agony till the end of time.
You're a
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. He muttered between clenched teeth, tightening his grip on the struts. Down the plane swooped and down. It ceased to descend gracefully and began to gyrate. Like a wounded bladder bird, it swooped left and right and quivered from beak to stern. Look, I did not write this. I am not responsible if you cannot understand it. Carstair's nerves were shrieking when he settled to the ground in a deep gulch between two peaks and glided to a halt with a barely perceptible jolt. Light-lipped, he dropped to the ground and tore round to the front of the plane from which the pilot emerged. It was a reckless thing to do, for the emerging pilot blasted from the hip the instant he discovered he had a passenger. He stood half out of the passenger seat, grasping the strut with one hand and emptying the automatic in Carstair's direction. Two blasts echoed between the hollow peaks as Carstair clambered over a heated vein and gripped the wrist of his assailant. You're a bum pilot, Balls, he panted. You're also a bum marksman. It stands to reason. This is where you punch him, by the way.
Right.
You can't be any good at this. He struck the other on the jaw as he spoke, rocking his head back. To his amazement, The eyes opposite him did not blaze. Instead, fury flamed in them, and the jaw that he had jolted seemed to stiffen. "That's what you think," came a hoarse bellow. Limbs interlocked, the two men dropped to the ground and rolled away. The fact that Carstair had recognised his assailant as George Balls, Gleason's huge and taciturn gardener, was no help to him. The man was 6'6" and strong as an ox. He twisted Carstair's arms back and bit him on the shoulder.
That's alright, that's the poison one.
5 clean balls, Carstair's giant, concealing his agony with a grin which increased the other's rancor. Furiously he pummeled Carstair, ignoring the angular veins, still grinning bottomless that rammed him to his stomach, and the shower of fisticuffs was splattered against his close-cropped head.
No, 20 pence to read that again.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I asked you. I don't know how long it's been delayed.
Not by me!
The Doctor Who 70s.
Whenever you're ready, Ollie.
The good era.
Go for it.
Looks as though it's going to be a bit corporate.
Come on, me boy.
Obviously, there's a few problems with it, but that's the way it is. What I want to do is get that, just as long as I get that one in the more than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The big fight scene.
Thanks, Norman.
You boys don't hate anything of it. That's big deep. Yeah.
Come on, you hold it up, you see?
Yeah, one more bit.
You're saying that everybody in
Oh, dear.
He twisted Carstair's arms back and bit him on the shoulder. 5 clean balls, Carstair's jaw, concealing his agony with a grin which increased the other's rancor. Furiously he pummeled Carstair, ignoring the angular knee which is still grinning buckling around in his stomach, and the shower of fisticuffs he slapped his close-cropped head, rocking it to and fro. Bitterly, Carstair realised he had underestimated his adversary. He was flat on his back, and Balls was trying to viciously break his arm, and almost succeeded. He fought with all his strength, but gradually he felt himself growing weaker. In desperation, he squirmed and twisted, dragging himself over the ground, his shoulders jerking. He reached a jagged outcropping of rock on the slightly sloping floor of the ravine, where he furiously endeavoured to raise his shoulders, when Balls began violently to shiver. The hand of Nelson, which he had thrown about Carstair's, relaxed, and a convulsive shudder shook him. Stunned, Carstair wrenched his arm free, twisted about and raised his fist for a crushing blow that wasn't needed. Balls had rolled over on his side and was lying utterly rigid, fumbling the ground on his leg. Clinging to his neck was a small, strawberry-coloured nettle. Horror-struck, Carstair stared at it, unable to believe his eyes. It was, in all respects, an exact duplicate of the one which was still clinging to his own shoulder, except for one thing. It was scarcely 1/4 the size.
£1.50.
More next year!